Hello and welcome back to Reversing the Dirty Bulk, the series in which I try and lose as much fat as I can from a bulk that went a little bit too far. So it's been a while since I last checked in. I can assure you that I've still been cutting, I've still been doing all my workouts. Essentially I just tried to put a bit more effort into my business, and my energy levels were quite low from, being on a cut, obviously. And yeah, I just kind of fell off, to be honest. I think it's one of these things is like when it's a hobby making some of these videos, you miss it 1 week, you miss it 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden it just catches up to you and you're way behind. So I think the last video that I checked in on, it was about week 5. So we've got to cover week 6, 7, 8, 9, and I think 10. So it has been a while. Starting off in week 6. So we're down the gym, doing a workout, and I don't know, I just feel really, really bad. Obviously, as you can tell probably from my voice a wee bit, I'm kind of got some sort of like summer flu. But also, I don't know, I think we're about 6 weeks in, and I think I'm getting that hit of like, I don't know, glycogen depletion. Like, the workout feels really bad, I can do it, but I'm getting no engagement, I'm getting no pump. I'm doing something that's the easiest day for me, the easiest day of the entire workout plan, and I'm finding it really hard. So I've probably spent about, at this point, maybe 35 minutes or something, 40 minutes, trying to get through something that I've been able to bang out in 15. It's a superset, and to be honest, the supersets are not looking that super. I'm ending up doing one of the exercises, probably standing about for 40 seconds or so, and then jumping into the next rather than being immediate with it. So energy's feeling quite low. Obviously, we've got the refeed coming up. I'm hoping that by kind of raising the calories temporarily, we can get some of the glycogen back in, get some of that kind of good feeling when it comes to working out, and that this is just temporary. I think I'm very lucky that I'm only experiencing this on the last workout of the week. The first two felt okay, so it's just about powering through this one. Towards the end of week 6, I started to kind of feel the fatigue of being on a cut long term, and it really did kind of catch up to me, as you can see in the video. So this introduces us to a very interesting topic, and it came just at the right time, is a refeed and what a refeed is. In kind of layman's terms, a refeed is kind of a break from a diet, and the idea is that although diets are broken down into calories in, calories out, kind of just energy expenditure, when you do that, you think about dieting in terms of physics, energy in, energy out kind of thing. The problem with that is there is a hormonal side to it too, and when you diet for too long, your body gets wise to it and releases hormones essentially to push you towards calorie saving behaviours, and maybe makes you a bit hungrier, makes you feel a bit lazier to try and spare energy. So what a refeed does is it temporarily spikes your calories so that all those kind of hormonal signals get reset and allows you to diet almost from like a fresh starting point. So it breaks it up, psychologically and things like that, but there's also kind of a biological impact for kind of reinstating your metabolism. So obviously I didn't move up all that much, it was just a kilo, and as you'll see, it was lost very easily, but this was by far my favourite week on the diet. It just was really nice to get that kind of break in the middle, but I think it actually has been impactful in the long term. There was a lot of things that happened during this time. We got to meet Ronnie Coleman. You can check that out on Abby's channel. Abby graduated. I passed my theory test for driving. But yeah, I think it's one of those things, obviously, with this series, I'm kind of expediting it a little bit. I do have to be like completely frank and honest. You know, it wasn't really getting the kind of engagement that I had sought after compared to some of my more kind of informative videos. I think you get that, see, when you're at a kind of smaller level. I think the interest isn't really there yet to watch like a kind of day by day or a week by week vlog. It's more about the kind of information, and then maybe in the future, as people get to know you, it's a bit more of like a kind of personal interest in what you're doing. So obviously in this series it is going to be a little bit more summarised and expedited, just because of the, you know, the few people that were interested. I would want them to be able to see that I did go from start to finish, and that we did get to the end, and that it is possible, and that there is some valuable information to be had in this series. But yeah, I'm speeding it up a little bit. I'm kind of condensing down what's in it, just so that people can get more of the videos that they want to see. Apart from that one at week 6, every workout's actually been a pleasure. They've been really good to do, and I think I've got a lot out of them. Diet adherence is going pretty great too. So yeah, I think in these times it's been pretty productive. What the kind of outlook is in the future and for the rest of this experience is essentially, I do think that I could personally be further along than where I am. So I'm just kind of kicking up the measures a little bit. One of the ways that I'm doing this, which is quite interesting, is just upping step count through the roof. I'm basically trying to double my current step count and do that every single day, so that I get more impactful results in these last 3 weeks that I've got left. So that brings us from week 6 to week 10. Now, obviously, it wasn't in the format of like some of the previous videos. If you do want to see videos that are in that kind of serialistic, very kind of predictable schedule, you absolutely should go over to Abby's channel and check out those videos, because they're much more consistent than mine. But yeah, I think it has been going well. It's just I'm very bad at doing this sort of thing. But we'll be back with some more kind of informative content. And if you have liked it, if you have enjoyed, please do like the video, leave a little comment, and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all of these videos and all of the other type of content.